Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Haxenhunt. Today we are shooting two bows that I've had a big request for shooting head-to-head. So we've got the Prime Black 3 and then the VXR 31.5. I've not shot the Black 3 yet. I have shot the Black 5, but I'm going to be putting the Black 5, 3, and 1 up against this 31.5 VXR. Super excited about this. So if you guys want to see which bow I choose, which one I think shoots best in my hand, then go ahead and stay tuned. So first up, I've got the VXR 31.5, shooting this one first. We are set up with a whisker biscuit, and it's just a single pin sight there, just simple, so that way we can shoot it here in the shop. This bow is 31.5 axle set at 30-inch draw length with 70-pound limbs. So let's just talk about the balance here. The balance of the bow is very, very balanced. I feel like it does want to turn a little bit over to basically the riser side. So if you had, an extension out to the back, it would kind of get rid of that, I feel like. The grip on this Matthews is super nice. I do really enjoy this grip. The color, the texture of the paint and the finish and everything, I'm a huge fan of. This bow's a pretty awesome bow. So what they went ahead and did is they extended this riser. It's like an extremely long riser for only a 31.5-inch axle. Like, the riser's the same length as the axles, basically. If you look at that, like, here's the riser and the axles here, so it's super parallel limbs there. But let's go ahead and throw a shot here downrange and see how this one's feeling. So first shot. Draw cycle is very smooth. It does draw back really good. String angle is a good string angle. I really like that. Back wall is solid. Let's go ahead and show you guys that top cam. So that's me tugging on it. It's not moving very much at all. Let's go ahead and launch an arrow. Whoa. This bow has legit like no hand shock whatsoever, so it always takes me by surprise every time I shoot this bow. It just settles in really nice. I do really like this bow. It's so just like, it is really quiet, but it just, like, there's no jerk to it after the shot at all. Like, it's just, so it basically feels like you're shooting like a 5-pound bow with the draw weight of 5 pounds. It just blows my mind away how smooth that shot really is. Let's go ahead and one more shot. So dead in the hand. Very, very dead in the hand. Let's go ahead. Shoot one more. Fourth arrow. And it settles in on that target. That pin just stays so steady on that draw cycle. That back wall is it's a good size. It's not wanting to go forward at all. Very smooth draw cycle. So again, this is 30-inch draw length. So smooth shooting. Let's shoot that black 3 and see how it's shooting up against this VXR 31. All right, next up is the Prime Black 3. This one we do have set up with a drop away rest and then a little bit of a bigger 1-pin sight there. That's just how it's been set up here in the shop, and can't change that. So I do apologize that the accessories are a little bit different, going from a whisker biscuit to a drop away. So we will, you know, bring that into consideration with the test that we put this through. So this Black 3 is 33 axle to axle, so it is just a little bit of a wider axle to axle than that VXR. But I will go ahead and show you guys this. So here's the VXR with an extremely long riser. So if I match up the top here, that riser is a little bit longer than a 33-inch axle to axle bow. So it just blows my mind that they are able to have such a long riser there on that Matthews. But this bow feels really good in the hand. Balance is really good. It's literally right there, and that sight is kind of heavy, so it might want to tilt back a little bit because that is kind of a heavy duty sight up front. Draw length, 30-inch draw length, 70-pound limbs as well. So let's go ahead, throw an arrow downrange with this thing. I have not shot this one yet, so I don't know how it feels at all. Okay, so that draw cycle is very smooth. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Very smooth draw length, or draw cycle. 30-inch draw length, 70-pound limbs. There is no hand shock in that one. I'll show you guys the setup here. So that is just resting right there on that string stop. We've got a roller guard here. So we've got the double cam here on the Black 3, so that's going to help with any cam lean that, that you get with a single cam bow. And that back wall, I'll show you guys. That's me tugging it. Very solid back wall. Let's go ahead and settle that pin in. Wow, shoots really smooth. Very solid. This does not have hand shock at all. I think I just maybe punched a hole through a fletching or broken knocker on that one. Group's too tight. So I do notice, so let me draw back real quick. So it does settle in really well, but I do feel like it's almost like I'm trying to hold the bow up. It's not heavy, but I just almost feel like natural would be like right there. And I'm just shooting straight across. No hand shock, no jump forward. Literally have no complaints about that bow at all. So it is a little bit of a longer axle, so you are going to have a little bit more forgiveness than that VXR. Both are quiet, both have no hand shock, no vibration, no jump forward. They have a different grip and different riser, obviously being two different bows, but the only way I'm going to be able to like really know which one I would want out of these two is shoot them through the chrono, see what the speed is, and then shoot them at a long distance, honestly, to see how accurate they are at far distances and how consistent they are. But let's go ahead and go throw these on the scale, see how heavy they are, see what they weigh in at compared to each other, and then as well shoot them through the chronograph and see how fast they are shooting. And then we'll do a 2 arrow grouping out of both the bows to see which one's holding a tighter group here at the 15-yard range that we have. So let's go ahead and throw them through the chrono. All right, let's go ahead and see how much the Black 3 weighs. Get the scale turned on. .69, and that is for the black 3. Let's go ahead with the RX or VXR. .27 right there for the VXR 31.5. So let's go ahead, throw them through the chronograph and see how fast they're shooting. First up, we are going to shoot the black 3 through the chrono, see how fast this one's shooting. We're going to do 2 shots out of both. First shot. .300 even. Let's go ahead with the second shot. These are both at 30-inch draw lengths with 70-pound limbs. .295. First one was 300, second one was 295. All right, next up, we're gonna shoot the VXR 31 through the chrono, see how this one is shooting. And I will say this one has a whisker biscuit, the other one's got a drop away, so we're gonna add at least 10 feet per second on this. 304. So without that whisker biscuit, if you had to drop away, let's just go up 7, go like 312. 310, 312. Second shot, 303. So first one was 304, second one was 303, and then it's got a whisker biscuit on it, so we're gonna add a little bit to it and go ahead and say that VXR is shooting at 310, 312 FPS, while the black 3 is shooting 300 even. So both shot really well, both felt really good. So let's go ahead and go shoot a grouping and see how that shoots. All right, so time for this 2-arrow grouping out of both bows. See which one's holding a tighter group. First up is the VXR 31.5. Felt really good on that shot. Let's go ahead with the second shot. See how this one groups with that first one. Good shot there. All right, first shot out of the prime black 3 for consistency of grouping. I think that was a 10x. That was a good shot. This bow is accurate. This thing is very accurate. Great shots. Let's go ahead and check these out real quick. Both shots felt good on that VXR, but I didn't shoot very consistent. So up here is the VXR 31. I was aiming up here, but it's not obviously sighted in completely. Those are about 3 inches apart. Should have been tighter. I don't know. Could be the arrows. And then down here we've got the black 3 grouping there. So yeah, both shot really good. Good groups. Interested to see what these things could possibly shoot at, you know, further distance. All right, so I am also curious to see how these 2 bows shoot with stabilizer hooked up on front. So we got an 8-inch stabilizer here. I just threw here on the black 3. We're gonna hurry and take a couple shots and see how it feels. Ooh, dang, that holds so steady. No, if there was any hand shock before, there is not even an ounce right now with this stabilizer up front, and it settles in so
So smooth, that draw cycle's so smooth. I really like this bow.
Wow. Very impressed here with this Prime Black 3. I've shot the Black 5 a few times and I've really liked the Black 5. So I'm gonna have to shoot the Black 5 against that Black 3 and see which one I like better out of those two. So now I add stabilizer here to the VXR 31. Go ahead with a shot. Settles in real nice. Let's do this second shot and really see how that felt. Felt like it almost jumped forward a little bit, which I did mention in one of my previous videos with this bow. Yeah, it adds a little bit of a jump and a tiny bit of hand vibration. I feel like you'd almost be better off to shoot with a smaller stabilizer or no stabilizer up front. I just feel like it kind of messes it up a little bit. So guys, these two bows shot really good today. Very impressed with these bows. But that's all I have for you guys today on these two bows. Just want to say thank you guys for your support. You guys have shown me on my channel. If I was going to pick a bow today to go home with, this is hard because I really like the VXR. I'm honestly gonna have to say the Prime Black 3 wins today. I would buy that bow. Yeah, wow. I'm very impressed with that bow. Very impressed. But so that's my opinion, guys. Go down to your shop, see how they shoot for you. Just want to say thanks again to Terry here at TNT Archery, always letting me come in and shoot the bows. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because we're going to put this VXR against the Black 5 and Black 1 and see which one comes out on top, all three primes, or does the VXR come on top on one of those bows. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your support, and we will see you guys next time.